Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to set up your Windows machine to do development using the Java Development Kit and the Eclipse IDE. So the first thing you want to do is download the Java JDK, the Java Development Kit. So I'm Googling for Java JDK, and here's the oracle.com site. Alright, probably should look something like this. The exact version number will depend. It obviously they update it periodically and rev the versions. But what you're looking for here, importantly, you want the JDK. Alright, there's something called the JDK, which is the Java Development Kit, and the JRE, the Java Runtime Edition. Alright, we'll be developing Java code, so we need the JDK because it comes with, for example, the Java C compiler that we're going to need. Alright, so find the JDK, click on that. Alright, you want to click on accept the license terms and then select the download appropriate to your system. And since we're using Windows here and we have a 64-bit system, so if you've got a modern machine it's probably 64-bit, and then we go ahead and click there and it will download it. Alright, I've already downloaded this, so we'll go ahead and cancel that. Here we go. Here is the install wizard. I'll double click that, select run. Alright, it will guide me through the install process. Take note of where this is going, alright, because we're going to need this later. Alright, it's going to install to C:/ program files / Java / JDK 1.7.0 _13. Alright, exact number you're going to have here is going to depend on which version is current when you did your install. So go ahead and click next. Alright, this is going to install the Java Development Kit, and then it's also going to install the Java Runtime. Alright, so here it's installing the Java Runtime Edition, so that's fine. Let it do that. Alright, it's installing the JRE. That should just take a second. Alright, hit close, and then it's going to load a page in your browser here, which you can just go ahead and close. Alright, so that's the first bit. Now, if you go into your start menu and type CMD, alright, this is going to bring up what's called a command shell. Alright, and we'll be using this later in the course. Alright, we won't go into the details of what you do here yet, but when you get here, if you type Java C, which is the name for the Java compiler, alright, it's not going to be recognized. Alright, so we need to do a little setup to fix that problem. So I'll close that. We're going to go to the start menu and then search for system variables. Alright, and we want to edit the system environment variables. Alright, click on environment variables. Alright, and down here in the system variables section we're going to look for the path. Alright, click on that, select edit. Alright, importantly, don't delete this. Alright, you just want to add something to the end. Okay, so scroll all the way to the end. Alright, and then you need to put a semicolon and then C:/ program files / Java. Okay, and now this is the part we need to put whatever that thing we saw in the install wizard is. Okay, but if you forget where that is, you can go to My Computer. Alright, and then find your program files folder on your C drive. Okay, and then find the Java subdirectory there. Okay, now we can see, okay, that's the number we need to put in there. Alright, so C:/ program files / Java / JDK 1.7.0 _13. Alright, and then we need one more thing, /bin. Alright, if you look down here, if you double click here, you'll see there's actually a bin directory, and inside that bin directory are all the Java development tools we're going to need, including this Java C thing that wasn't being found previously. Alright, select OK, OK, OK. Alright, so now if we open that command shell and type Java C, alright, it finds the Java compiler. Alright, we can type Java C -version. Alright, and it will display 1.7.0 _13. Alright, We can also try the JVM. This is what you'll use to run your Java programs, and see that you also have the same version of the JVM. All right, next step, we need to install Eclipse. All right, go back to Google, Eclipse download. All right, and we'll go to a website on eclipse.org/downloads. All right, there's a lot of different variants of the Eclipse IDE. For this course, the best one to use is the Eclipse IDE for Java developers. All right, and again, there's a 32-bit version or a 64-bit version. So since I have a 64-bit processor, I'll go ahead and download that one. Okay, and then I would click this link here. All right, but I've already downloaded it, so I'll just come over here. And this, unlike the Java JDK, is not an install wizard. It's just a compressed zip file. So if I double click there, all right, Windows is going to see that there's actually a folder inside of there called Eclipse. All right, and all you need to do is drag that onto your C drive. All right, this will decompress that folder and then copy it to your hard drive. All right, so this will take a few seconds to copy over. And then what I usually recommend, just for convenience, is that people create a shortcut on their desktop, just so it's easy. So whenever you need to do some Java programming, you can double click the icon and start up Eclipse. All right, it'll be done here in a second. All right, if we double click on the C drive, we should be able to scroll down and see here's the new Eclipse. I've got an old version there, but that's okay. All right, inside the Eclipse directory, there's an Eclipse executable. All right, it's an application, and maybe you can see the extension, or maybe you can't, depending on your settings in Windows. But if I right click on there and select create shortcut, all right, it'll create a shortcut, and then I can drag that shortcut to my desktop. All right, and now I've got a convenient icon. And if I double click this icon, Eclipse will start.